Namaste students, my name is Jivins Dr. Neeraj Bholia, Faculty of Agriculture and Veterinary Science, Jyoti Vidyapeeth, Women's University, Jaipur. In this lecture, we are going to study about the imprinting, and this topic is related with the subject behavioral science. So let's start. So before starting the imprinting, we should know that there are two types of behavior. One is the innate behavior and second is the learned behavior. Okay, so the imprinting is the part of both. Okay, so it is very interesting and important because it has some part of the innate behavior and some part of the learned behavior. So that's why imprinting is important. So basically, what is imprinting? If I discuss its word meaning, so imprint means a mark or a stamp on a surface. So that is the imprint. So what is the imprint here? Here is imprint is the something on their nervous system, central nervous system, or in the brain. Imprint of the thing, imprint of the object, imprint of some guardian, some parent, that this is your caretaker, this is your guardian, this is your parent. So this imprint is fitted on the mind of the newborns. So that is the imprinting. So, in the imprinting, the young animals come to recognize uh, the other animal, the person, or something as their parent or other object of habitual trust. Okay, so they have the trust that they are this is my caretaker. Okay, so the example is that a baby animal accepts a person in the initial time is when it is the crucial time for the bonding. Young ones following their the mother. So these are the example of the imprinting. So imprinting is performed, or it happens in during the receptive periods. Receptive periods generally they varies from the different species time wise. Means the receptive period for maybe species one, it may be for few hours, for in other species that may be few days, or in the humans it may be 3 to 4 years. Okay, so that varies in the time according to the species. So, in many birds and animals, they will form the strong and the exclusive attachment to particular types of object after relatively brief exposure early in life to one of those objects. So, this is known as the behavioral imprinting. Okay, so usually the object of the attachment is a member of its own species. Generally, they are their parents. Okay. However, the nature of the rapid learning process is such that if the young animal is reared uh, under abnormal conditions, the imprinting can result in the formation of the bizarre attachments. Means, if their parents is not there, some other bird is there at the time of the hatching. So the young one will consider or will follow the other birds at their parents. Or it may be that in the home they have the uh, ducks and the hens. So after the hatching of the egg, if their parents is not there and some person or some humans are there, so they consider the young ones consider the humans as their parents, their guardians, and they imprint them, they follow them. Okay, so these are the some uh, different types of the attachment, but it is present only in the receptive period. Okay, so the ducklings of the domestic chicks that have been uh, hand reared for the first few days after hatching, they strongly prefer the company of their human parent to that of their own species. Okay, so they will not recognize their own species as their own members, but they will consider the humans as their parents, their guardians. So, what is the logic or what is the hypothesis behind this? this type of the behavior, the imprinting. So the Johnson and Borges, they hypothesized that the neural system that control the filial imprinting in the precocial birds, newly hatched chicks will follow almost anything that has eyes and moves. Okay, so not only their parents, not only the humans, not only the other animal, but also the inanimate things which have some eyes types of structure and some moves. The new ones can consider them as their imprint, okay, as their parent. So after the chick follows something, another part of the brain, analogous to the frontal cortex, recognizes and imprints on the individual being followed. So there is an instinct for chicks to follow, and then they learn what they are following. So because it happens during the receptive periods, imprinting is uh, uh, as I told earlier, that imprinting have two components. One is the innate component and one is the learned component. So what are the different component of innate and the learned? So because imprinting is cannot be happen in any time of the life. Okay, it only performs, it only happens during the receptive period. So that's why it is not learned, because learned processes can be learned anytime in the lifetime, in the life. Okay. But the imprinting exclusively happens only in the receptive periods. So if you um, uh, displace the animals from that receptive period, means the young calf start sucking milk from the udder of their parent, their mother, and if after the birth you displace or you take them far apart from one another, so the young one forget to suck the milk. Okay, so uh, this is the this is because of the receptive period have been lost, their sensitive period has been lost. So this is not a learned process. This is an example of innate process, innate learning, sorry, innate behavior. And uh, the thing to whom they follow, okay, an animal, but it is seen only during because it is happens in a specific time, but to whom it should follow, that is the learned behavior, that is the learned process, that is not innate. Okay, so if it will be innate, it will follow only its parents or only some other object. Okay, but that is not pre-decided, it is not fixed. So to whom it will imprint is a learned process. Okay, at that time, whatever things are around them, they will imprint them. So that is the learn part. Okay, so that was all about the imprinting. I think you are very much clear about the imprinting. So very briefly, we revise the imprinting. So that is a part of the both, like innate or learned. If someone asks that what is imprinting fall into, means is it a innate behavior, instinctual behavior, or a learned behavior? So you can say that it have the both component. It also have the innate component and it have the learned component. But majorly, some may be considered it only a innate component. Okay, so the imprinting definition. If we talk about the definition, so what is the definition we have discussed? After that, we have discussed that what is the uh, basis behind this phenomenon, the neural system, uh, the example we have taken, the So that was about the imprinting. So hope you are hope this is very much clear to you. And if you have any query, you can write in the comment box. I will reply and try to uh, resolve the question, your query. And this session is powered by Digital Version 2, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. Thank you.